YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to you with that instant basketball analysis on the Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on Airfab. We're going to talk about how the Orlando Magic got beat tonight, 120 to 112 by the Wizards, who are now 10 and 25 and 6 and 12 at home. The Magic are 20 and 17 and 8 and 11 on the road. The Wizards did win the first quarter 30 to 29, in the second quarter 32 to 21, in the third quarter 39 to 37, but they did lose that fourth quarter 25 to 19, so they win by 8, which is still a good lead and a good game. CJ McCollum did a good job of passing, playing with good effort, and knocking down clutch baskets, whether it was from 2 with a floater or a 3. And the Magic just couldn't keep scoring, and they couldn't keep up with the Wizards, which is something you don't really hear too much about teams, because the Wizards haven't been that great this year, obviously, but it worked in this one, and it's just good to get a win every now and then if you're the Wizards. Paulo Banchero in Orlando Magic, he only had 14. He was on a hot streak, and that ended tonight because he only had 14 points. But he did shoot 5 of 10 from the field, which is efficient. He did go 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 1 of 3 from the three-point line. He did have 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 turnovers. He also had 2 personal fouls and was a minus 22 and plus minus, which ended up being a decent outing, but you obviously wanted him to dominate this game, and it just didn't happen. And honestly, nobody on the team stepped up to dominate at all, but they all did okay to decent job. Tristan da Silva, he played 22 minutes and had 13 points. He was 5 of 9 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3. He had 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 1 offensive rebound, which was his only one, and 1 personal foul. Everybody in the starting lineup did get a rebound or more and an assist or more in the starting lineup, which is always good to see. But you just like Tristan da Silva taking the open shots, finding ways to get open, and just knocking them down. He was able to do that and provide a little defense. Wendell Carter only played 20 minutes. He only had 2 points. He went 1 of 6 from the field, missed every single 3, 0 of 3 from the three-point line, 7 rebounds. That was the most on the team. He did have 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and was a minus 19 and plus minus. And Desmond Bane, 24 minutes, 15 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 turnovers, 2 personal fouls, and a minus 12 and plus minus. He was being their facilitator. He was being the guy that was attacking. He was being the guy that was trying to open up and make so many plays for him, but it just didn't work out the way that he thought. But he did knock down some good shots and took some good ones too. Anthony Black, he took a lot of shots, tied with Paulo for the most in the starting lineup, but he only made 3 of them. He was 3 of 10 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3, and he only had 6 points in 21 minutes. He did get 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 turnovers, but he also got a block, 3 personal fouls, and a minus 19. Obviously, he's been playing way better than this type of game, but it just was not his night either. Jonathan Isaac helped a lot, though. 12 minutes, 9 points, 4 of 6 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds. That was the most on the team. He also had no turnovers, and he got a steal and 2 blocks, 3 offensive rebounds out of 8 total, 2 personal fouls, and a plus 12 and plus minus. It's tough, to score. It's hard to get open, but he did a good job of just being at the right spots at the right time and just using his length on both ends of the court to his advantage, and that's something that you have to be happy that he did. Jamal Cain, 2 minutes. He didn't do anything but be a minus 5 and plus minus. Noah Pinda, 27 minutes for him. 10 points. He was 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 4 steals, and a block. 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and a plus 8 and plus minus. Good game from him. He did a good job of just staying near the paint and trying to space the floor when he could. And he was really trying to do things defensively, and it worked out for him just for putting the right amount of effort and just caring a lot and just trying to make the extra play, or just putting his hands where they needed to be, or just timing at the right time, and it worked out for him in this one. Gogo Pataze, 20 minutes, 10 points also, but he went 5 of 7 from the field and didn't take any threes or free throws, but he did have 5 rebounds. He had no turnovers, and he had 5 personal fouls, and was a guy that finished with 3 offensive rebounds out of 5. Well, he had 3 in general. 3 out of 5, yeah. and he was a -7 in plus minus. So you just happy that the starters didn't play as great as you wanted them to, but guys came in and still gave you effort and still gave you a chance to win by playing well and doing multiple things to help the team win. Tyus Jones played 28 minutes. That was the most off the bench. He had 3 points, was 1 of 7 from the field, 1 of 6 from three, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. That was the most off the bench, was the 5 assists. He also had no turnovers to go along with that. He is a good guy that can run the offense, but you still want him to make a couple shots too. But he did get a steal and no personal fouls and was a plus 11 and plus minus. Jet Howard, 16 minutes, 10 points, 2 of 10 from the field, 2 of 3 from the 3-point line, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Ended up having 6 rebounds and 3 assists and no turnovers. He had 3 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a plus 23 and plus minus. That was actually the highest on the team, but he didn't shoot the ball that great. And this one, besides from 3 and from the free throw line, so you're not going to be too mad at him, but at the same time, he gave you a lot more than what you probably was expecting him to do. And then Jace Richardson gave you the most points on the team. In 26 minutes, he gave you 20 points. He also shot the most shots on the team with 12, which isn't that many, honestly. But he went 7 to 12 from the field, 3 or 4 from 3, 3 or 3 from the free throw line. He also had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 turnovers with 1 offensive rebound and 1 personal foul. Then he finished as a plus 17 and plus minus. I mean, if it wasn't for the bench, this game could have been a lot worse. But it ended up being a game where you had a chance to still win it, but it just wasn't meant for you to get it done, and they couldn't play enough defense at the end of the game to make sure they can make another run to be able to win the game by the time it was over. And then the Wizards, they played the game the right way. They played together. Chris Middleton, 23 minutes, 11 points, 2 of 10 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, and a steal. 3 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a plus 9 and plus minus for him. He did a lot of things well outside of scoring, but he didn't score the ball that great besides going to the free throw line. And at least he still was able to just give them a threat out there and a guy that can make a play. And that's all you can really look at this game from his perspective. Alexandre Sarr, 31 minutes, 23 points, 7 to 14 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 7 to 7 from the free throw line. He did have 8 boards, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 4 blocks, 1 offensive rebound, no personal fouls, and a plus 23 and plus minus. The things this man can do with his body is the reason why people had a lot of hope for him. Because if he ever figures out how to use his body to his advantage and not just settle for jump shots and pull-ups, he can be a real tough cover from anybody because he's just so fast and so quick. On top of that, and to see him play as well as he did defensively while still scoring well, efficiently, even from the perimeter, but not loving the perimeter that much when it comes to shot selection. This is why, when you look at his stat sheet today, is why he went number 2, because he had the potential to be a guy that can do this. And I cannot disagree with that. And the Wizards should be happy that they have him. Now it's just up to them to put the talent around them and the coaching staff to put them in position to succeed and put teammates around them that fit with him and see if they can win some more games in the future. CJ McCollum, the closer for him, 38 minutes. That was the most on the team, 27 points, 11 to 19 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a plus 15 and plus minus. The scoring really was easy for him. He knows what he's trying to do. He knows how to create separation. He's confident in his jump shot. He can get to his spots when it comes to layups and floaters if he needs to do that. And he also can hurt you with the pass if you overcommit to him. And he was just a problem for the Magic to figure out in this game. And he did it all the way until the game was over. And he was the reason why they was able to get this win. And Bilal Coulibaly, 34 minutes, 14 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, tied with Sarr for the most on the team, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 5 steals. That was the most on the team. And he was just getting it so easy. It seemed like he didn't even have to work that hard to get the steals. But it can be that way if you time it the right way. 3 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a plus 23 and plus minus. Trey Johnson, 22 minutes, 6 points, 2 of 7 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 4 personal fouls, a plus 16 and plus minus for him. He was the only starter not to get in double figures in points because he didn't shoot the ball that great, but he did get a rebound like every starter. He did get assists like every starter, and that's the way to play a good brand of team basketball because even the bench all got a rebound too. Marvin Bagley was eating them up in the paint, and if he wasn't scoring from the field, he was scoring from the free throw line. 17 minutes, 12 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 8 of 8 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block, 2 personal fouls, and a minus 15 and plus minus. Justin Champagnie, 22 minutes, 17 points, 6 or 7 from the field, 4 or 5 from 3, 1 or 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 2 blocks, 2 offensive rebounds, 5 personal fouls, and a plus 10 and plus minus. He did a whole lot of things for this team on both ends of the court and did a good job of just splashing the threes that was open, and he was able to create a way to get open for himself, and they needed it, but he also was too reachy, preachy, and touchy defensively in this one, but it's just a good thing that he didn't foul out because he was just that good for him. Malachi Branham, 3 minutes. He didn't do much but get a board and a personal foul, finish as a minus 8 and plus minus. Carlton Bub Carrington, 31 minutes. That was the most off the bench. 6 points, 3 of 9 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3. 5 rebounds. That was the most on the team. He also had 4 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. Just brought the two-way. He's been playing a lot harder because he probably feel like he still should be a starter. He probably feels like he's going to be with this team, and he want to show him that he's putting in the work and he's trying to do whatever he can to help the team out and be the best player he can be. And today was a decent performance. You just hope that he shoot the ball better, which has been a problem throughout his career, and hopefully he can solve it. 1 personal foul in the minus 9 and plus minus. Will Riley, 12 minutes, 4 points, 2 of 5 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. 2 rebounds, 1 turnover, 3 personal fouls on the minus 11 and plus minus. A.J. Johnson, 6 minutes, 0 of 1 from the field, 1 rebound, no turnover, 1 personal foul, and a minus 13 and plus minus. And honestly and truthfully, we can compare the teams. 86 shots from the Wizards, 45% from them. 92 shots for the Magic from the field, 46%. 34 threes for the Wizards, 32% is how they made it. 33 threes made for the Magic, 36%. 33 free throws, which is a ridiculous amount, but they shot 94% on top of that, while the Magic shot 24 free throws, only shot 67%. That's a good way to lose a game if you can't stop them from the field in the fourth quarter, and you can't stop them from getting to the free throw line, and they're making basically all of them anyway. That's a tough position to be in. 48 rebounds for the Magic, 46 for the Wizards. 25 assists for the Wizards, 28 for the Magic. 14 turnovers for the Wizards, 19 for the Magic. 12 steals for the Wizards, 8 for the Magic. 9 blocks for the Wizards, 4 for the Magic. 11 offensive rebounds, 13 for the Magic. 35 defensive rebounds, both teams had that. 25 personal fouls for the Wizards and 23 for the Magic, although the Wizards got way more free throws and they was able to hurt them a lot because of that. So this is a game where the Magic probably felt that we should be able to win this one. Let's go out there and get it. Let's go out there and beat them. Let's try to blow them out if we can. Let's apply some pressure to them. Let's get up in them and make things hard and difficult and frustrating. It was a good idea. It was a good thought process to have. Good game plan, but you still got to go out there and do it. And the Wizards was moving too free. You know, you don't really see them score as easy as they were scoring. You don't really see them getting the shots the way that they was getting them tonight. And they just look better, honestly, from a lot of different areas on the court in a lot of different ways than the Magic. And the Magic, to me, is the more talented team. They're well coached, too, and they could do a lot of those things because they can match up well against the Wizards, and they did. But the Wizards didn't have really no trouble doing whatever they wanted to them. And that always gives you a good chance to lose to a team that's the underdog. And like I said, the Wizards haven't got wins like that, so they just happy to be in the game. Now let's show them that we can still win it, and they was able to get it done. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Other than that, y'all stay blessed up, y'all stay good, peace, and I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.